man, time to go, time to get it. TTGI, time to get it. Wanted to talk this morning, a little something. Do a little rant, add to the content. I've been cranking out content like this past week. I probably cranked out more content on my YouTube than like I've done in the past 10 years, man. So that's a good thing. Being productive, as of late, I've been talking a lot about woes and struggles and things of that nature, but most struggles are in relationships, at least in my experience, are doings of my own. You know, I don't blame anybody but myself for the situations that I allow myself to accept, and the people who I allow in my lives, and the people who, you know, I allow them to do whatever it is that they do, you know. And so as a means of therapy, just getting it out. I don't got a real therapist, but in therapy, one of the main things is just being heard, speaking and being heard. And so that's why I do a lot of these, you know, because a lot of people could relate, or they're going through something, what have you, know. It feels good to have somebody just talk about it that isn't afraid to just put it out there and be transparent. But anyway, besides all that, that's just a disclaimer of why I do these. This is a fruit smoothie, by the way. It has banana, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, almond milk, vanilla extract, and cinnamon. Yeah, no peanut butter. Yo, friendship and friend zone are not the same thing. Friendship and friend zone are not synonymous. Friendship and friend zone are not synonymous. Two real friends have zero sexual desire with each other. Now, if they're friends and they have sex with each other on a consistent basis, that's called friends with benefits. See, there's a caveat, benefits. So that gives it an extra added description, of detail of what's transpiring in that particular relationship. But I'm talking about two friends, true friendship, minus the benefits. There's no sexual desire. There's no sexual attraction on either end. Period. Not even remotely. Their mind doesn't even go there. Prime example. I got plenty of male friends, great friends, best friends. Never once in my life have I thought about having sex with my male friends. Like, no. Well, first of all, I'm not gay, but second of all, that's just no. No, that's not what friends do. And I'm not knocking homosexuality or anything. I'm just trying to paint a picture and describe what true friendship is. And my main concern is male to female relationships. That's the main thing I talk about. I'm not gay, and I'm not a woman, and I'm not a lesbian, so I don't know all the intricacies and the dynamics of their relationships and how they get down. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my lane. I'm talking about male to female relationships. Give me one second. I'm talking about male to female relationships. The friend zone is when one party, whether it's the male party or the female party, has a strong sexual attraction or an affinity or just a desire to be in a relationship with the other individual who only views them as a friend. That's not a friendship. That's an unevenly yoked, that's an unbalanced situation. The person that views the other person as a friend has to constantly think in the back of their mind, this person wants to have sex with me, but I don't want to have sex with them, but I enjoy their conversation, their company, all the things involved without actually having a particular relationship. And I see a lot more, let's just call it Let's call it as it is. I see a lot more women that do this to men than men who do this to women. By far. Could be wrong, but I'm just telling you from my scope, from my perspective. So the person, the friend part, you know what I'm saying? The person that is the friend never sees himself being in a sexual zone. The person that's in the zone, that friend, you know, that friend zone wants to take a friend out and have her in his zone. And that could be a cause of frustration for him. Because, yeah, you know, they're cool or whatever. You know, but ultimately he has needs and desires and things that he wants quenched. And it's like when you dangle the carrot in front of the rabbit, but you don't quite give it to him. It's like right there, and it could be a cause of frustration to make the individual that's in the friend zone like perturbed, like, damn, man, I'm staying around, I'm hoping, I'm wishing. She might get undressed in front of you, sometimes massage your shoulders, console you when you're sad, and all kinds of things. And you think in your head, damn, why can't we just kiss? She doesn't feel that way. And just because you're attracted to her, she doesn't owe you. She doesn't owe reciprocation, and that's all well and good. That's good, but so he has a responsibility. Like, she don't owe you shit, but at the same token, he shouldn't give her like this gift of friendship if he's strongly sexually attracted to her like that. She's not reciprocating, because it's always going to be a disconnect, and eventually resentment is going to come up. He's going to resent the fact that he's being so nice to her and thinking he's doing all the things that women like, and she's like, oh wow, he's doing all these things, I should give him a chance. And then she's going to be pissed off because he's not respecting the fact that she's not into him that way, and he's jeopardizing. To me, that's not a friend zone. Is not a friendship, but he's jeopardizing in her mind what she thinks their friendship is. Because a lot of times, women, they like to get all the things, all the benefits that come from men without actually necessarily having to commit or submit to them or physically give themselves to them. You're getting the conversation, you're getting the protection, you know, you're getting the security, you're getting all those things without giving up your body, and you can still do your thing with your fuckboy. When your fuckboy fuck up, you can go back and get consoled and get buttered up. You know you're not gonna fuck the friend guy, you know what I'm saying? But you can still get buttered up and get aroused by his masculinity, only to transfer it and go back to the fuckboy. Or maybe even go back to the fuckboy and be like, oh, this guy liked me so much, I could just leave you right now for this dude right now, you know what I mean? And sometimes a lot of men, and people in general, they don't shape up in relationships until they feel there's a threat, like somebody else that can take them away, like scarcity. That's what it's called, scarcity mindset. A lot of times these women, they can be so coy and they can be so arrogant in these friend zone situations because they have an abundance mindset. Yes, you really want them. Yes, you the guy, the simp, the spine, the weasel that's in the friend zone, you really want to be with them, right? But you can't, if you threaten to leave them, she's like, whatever, I still got my man, I'm getting dick on. This is extra to me, you know what I mean? This is just an extra added bonus. This is frosting on the top of the cake. You take away the frosting, I still got the cake. The cake's still sweet, the cake still got filling, you know what I mean? Pineapples and strawberries and all this good stuff. So I don't need the frosting on top of the cake. I don't like frosting, you know what I mean? That's how a lot of these chicks think. Or they have an abundance mindset, meaning they got 4, 5, 6, 7 guys that they're dealing with or some type of rotation. So if you're at the bottom of the totem pole and she doesn't really have that connection with you, she'll keep you in dwellings. A lot of women treat men like insurance policies. An insurance policy is something that you don't want to use. You don't want to get into an accident and have to use your insurance, but you have it just in case you do have an accident and have to use insurance, but you would rather not use it. You'd rather go for the rest of your life. Like, I haven't had a car accident where I had to use my insurance. I don't think ever. I've been in accidents, but I've never had to use mine. And I don't want to get in an accident and have to use it. That's how women think. As far as how they use men. That they're not sexually interested in, but who they know are sexually interested in them. And I'm like, oh, well, he should just be a big boy and just deal with the fact I don't want it and just accept this friendship. Like, that's easier said than done, man. It's like liking somebody and being sexually attracted to somebody. That's not something that you make up in your head. That's not something that you just construct out of nowhere and then all of a sudden you feel that way. No, that's something that it's a natural occurrence. Now, you don't have to act on said feelings. And if you really, really, really feel that way about somebody and it's not being reciprocated, the best thing for the mental health of both parties, just get out, take yourself away from it. It's going to hurt for a little bit. She may even miss you, as far as a friend. I mean, and in some small cases, she may realize what she missed out on and turn around, and if you're available, maybe y'all connect. Maybe you were making yourself too available, but at the present moment, if it's not being reciprocated, don't allow yourself to be in the friend zone. And I'm not just talking about women. I'm not just talking to men. I'm talking to women too, because it's a toxic, unbalanced situation, and it's not friendly. And the reason why it's toxic and it's unbalanced and it's not friendly is because it's a situation that's built on false pretenses. He thinks by being nice and being all this, that eventually it will win her over. She knows because the fact that he's really into her, he's always going to be around and take care of various non-sexual needs. That is a poor symbiotic relationship. That is a poor symbiotic relationship. And a lot of rash and drastic things have happened historically with people being left in these types of situations. Now, ultimately, if you're an adult, whichever situation, like a friend zone situation, something like that you're in, even though she allows you to be in the friend zone, ultimately it's something that you put yourself in, because the moment that you realize, and fellas, I'm talking to you, the moment that you realize that she's not on the same page or the same path with you, or not thinking the way that you do, that's when you take yourself out, man. You just let it go. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but you'll get over it. Feelings are everything is temporary in this physical existence. Everything is temporary, down to the point that we die, or I don't like saying die, like we transition to another realm of existence. The spirit inside of our body, this soft clay, or this soft shell, this balloon that we call our flesh and our body, it cannot contain the electricity. It can't contain the life force that's inside of us, man. And eventually that flesh expires. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in the physical expires. Emotions and feelings and things of that nature are part of the physical. Everything expires, but you have to realize that sometimes, like human beings, we have this mindset where we can live forever. We live eternally in its physical form. So because we think we can live forever, whatever it is that we're going through in our mindset, we think that's something that's going to last forever at all. And just like you don't live forever, nothing on this planet lives forever. No emotion, no feeling, no mindset. Eventually it all dies, or it all transforms. So you have to have the same concept. Like, knowledge is power. Like, the more you get knowledge and the more you talk to yourself, the more you realize you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay, man. Do not let anybody put you in the friend zone. Because think about it, man. All the time that you're lamenting over her and you're pining for her, you're putting all this energy, man. It's a good, and I hate using cliches, but fuck it, we're gonna use a cliche. There's some girl out there, there's some woman out there, man. That's mentally probably going through the same thing you are. You know what I mean? And all the energy and the time that you put into this one individual, that I don't knock the individual. I don't knock her. Don't knock her for not appreciating it, because just like you can't control how you feel as far as wanting her, she can't control how she feels as far as not wanting you. It's a natural occurrence. You can't really be mad or upset I mean, you can be a bad upset, but you can't really give too much stock into things that you can't control, namely your feelings and other people's feelings. You can't really control that, but you can control how you react, though. You can damn, I'm stuttering. You can control your reactions and how you act upon said feelings. And if you know that you're in the friend zone, still hitting her up and still texting her and still trying to make plans and still doing all these things and still thinking like one day she might come around if I do X, Y, Z, man, there's nothing you can say or do to convince a woman, man. A woman already has her mind made up. A woman already has her mind. There's nothing you can say or do to convince her to like you. Directly. Now, you're working out, you're doing some things, you're a positive influence or whatever, and then she following your social media and she's seeing your journey and seeing you grow. I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? But that's something that she had to, you wasn't doing that for her, you was just doing it. And then she happened to notice your progress. And then bang. You know, she got turned on and got attracted. But if you tell her, yo, I'm actively getting in shape to do this and I'm actively doing this, it feeds her ego too much and it turns her off, man. It almost, everything has to seem like serendipity to these women, I'm starting to learn. It has to seem like it all happened by accident. You know, it has to seem like you wasn't necessarily doing it for her. So even if you're doing it for her, you know, give the impression that you're not, man. You know, and eventually you probably will. You'll forget. And by building up yourself, you're attracting more different, you know, a wider scope of individuals will be drawn to you. Because when you build yourself up, make yourself up on point, the ugly chicks that liked you, they still gonna like you. They may be less inclined to try to approach you or come at you, or even more inclined, who knows, but it's not even about doing it for the hoes, man. It's about doing it for your mind, and it's doing it for your health, and it's doing it for your existence. I say that before and I say it all the time, yo. The best way to improve the world is to improve yourself. Because you, each and every single one of us, us individuals, we are all fragments and microcosms and part of the world. So if you improve a fragment and a microcosm and a part of the world, by proxy, you improve the world. You don't gotta be Gandhi, you don't gotta be Martin Luther King, you don't gotta save the whole earth, you don't even gotta be Jesus. All you gotta do is just improve yourself and you improve the world. But stay out of the friend zone, man. There's nothing friendly about the friend zone. It is offensive. You gotta let it go. It'll hurt. It's gonna hurt. Pulling out a tooth, it hurts. Getting a shot of medicine, it hurts. Swallowing pills, this tastes disgusting. Working out, it's painful. Going on a diet, it makes you shiver. You know, jogging is arduous. Lifting weights, it makes the muscles hurt, man. Standing up for yourself, it's terrifying. But some of the things that are painful and that cause discomfort, man, it's necessary in order for the development, in order for building up yourself, in order for making the world a better place because you're making yourself a better person. In order to making the world better because you're making yourself better because you're a part of the world, you know? That's all I had to say. You know, my mind and my emotions, like they fluctuate and it changes constantly, you know. But I'm a complex human being, but that comes with the territory. I like how I'm dealing with issues in my life. I like who I'm becoming. I like what I'm developing. It's tough. It's rough right now. It's not hard. I mean, not hard. It's not easy, yo. It's very hard, but it's supposed to be difficult, you know. It's supposed to be. Diamonds are created in a cave through pressure. You know what I mean? Pressure, heat, and time creates diamonds. You need pressure, heat, and time to fortify yourself into a diamond of a human being, you know? But that's all. I feel good. I feel good. I feel tranquil, man. You know, I don't do drugs or anything like that. Nothing. No weed, no caffeine, barely any sugar, no booze. I don't do none of that stuff. But, you know, listening to various forms of music and stuff, you know, it's been making me feel like tranquil, like relaxed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to come into like a really, really good headspace, man. And I could talk about this stuff for hours, but your boy gotta get to work because I'm here at the garage, man, about to do what it do. I will holler at y'all, man. I hope I was served as a means of encouragement to anybody that's going through whatever, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody, you know what I'm saying, like if anybody going through anything, man, I don't got all the answers, but I'm 42 and I've seen a lot, and I may not have all the answers, but I've seen a lot of people who've experienced a lot of things, and I've seen a lot of people who've had successes. So if it's something in the form of a story or an anecdote that I can give you, you know, if you're going through something or if you just need an ear to listen to, hey, man, feel free to holler at me, man. The inbox and the DMs is always open, man, you know. But if you a chick in my DMs and you start flirting with me and you don't go live with the video and show the titties within 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to block you. Peace.